Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for another shave review video. We are going to be looking at the classic, the famous Mitchell's Wolfat. We'll be using a Parker open comb variant razor and trying out a new brush from Aurora Grooming. I was looking at my fancy dancy spreadsheet and I was noticing it has been literally 5 or plus years. I think it's actually closer to 7 years since we've even talked about Mitchell's Wolfat. I don't think we've even used it either. So we're going to do it. Here we go. Mitchell's Wolfat, one of the classics. It is a giant puck of lanolin-based soap. This, I think we brought it on set to show lathering it, but we actually never shaved with it. So I'm going to use Mitchell's Wolfat. I do not have a pre-shave product on. I literally have just gotten my face wet with water. Okay, that's it. I didn't just get out of the shower. I'm sitting here in the studio. I have a brand new brush that's never been used before, so I'm giving you all the reasons why this could be a hard lather to get, because I've heard the rumor that Mitchell's Wolfat is the hardest soap to lather. It's so hard, man! I can't do it! I can't! We're gonna do it right now. Ready? Go. I like to always get the soap wet. I'm gonna get my brush wet. Lots of water. I'm gonna do it right here in my hand, so you can see it. I'm just gonna scrub. I'm going to town. This brush is from Peter over at Aurora Grooming. Peter gave this brush handle to me as we were hanging out after Maggard's meetup in April, and he didn't have a knot in it. He said, just take it. Just take it, Matt. I want you to have this. And I thought, that's cool. So we brought it back to our shop, and I threw a knot in it, and I figured let's use it on camera. If he was nice enough to give it to me, I'm nice enough to give him a little shout out. Peter is in the Navy and he makes hand turn brushes. Okay, I may even, you're gonna find this funny, I'm gonna take this literally. Why not? This is liquid gold, guys. The little like residue lather that is on your soap or even on your hand or anything, use it. Here we go, the brand new Badger brush. I can smell the badger. I can already tell it's not enough water. You're like, Matt, what are you talking about? The water was running down your face. That's right, guys. Still not enough. Not enough. It's looking better. Still a little dry. It's a thirsty soap. Lots of agitation, lots of swirls. Once I actually agitate it into a decent lather, I can then do the paint strokes, right, as I call them, and kind of paint it to look more uniform. Well, I don't think it is the most voluptuous lather I've ever had, but it is far from the worst. It's a good lather. I'm going to, I could be totally satisfied. I'm going to try just for another 10 or 20 seconds. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to try just a little bit more product. Use all that liquid gold. A little more water. Whip it. There we go. See that little determination, guys? Stick with it. Now we're cooking with bacon grease. I made a complete mess of myself. That's okay. It's all in the name of a good lather. And I don't want to lather a bowl. I know some of you guys are bowl lathers. I want all that time to be spent prepping my beard. I'm not usually the guys who, and there's plenty of people who can bowl lather successfully and have no issues. It can make a fantastic lather, but a lot of the newbies I talk to will literally say, well, I can't get a good lather And I'm like, well, are you bowl lathering or face lathering? A bowl. I'm like, yeah, you're spending all this time like mixing it, and then you just expect it to kind of just transfer over, but it's not. It's not going to do that. Anywho, we got a lather, Mitchell's Wool Fat, brand new brush, so I think that's pretty good. We're going to use today the Parker variant. This is the open comb style. To load it, I'm going to turn this bottom knob until it releases the cap. I'm going to grab one of our Rex Platinum blades, taking the market by storm. People are loving it. They say it's the best. I like them a lot myself. Okay, I'm going to load this like any other 3-piece razor. I'm going to put the cap in my hand, drop the blade on it, then drop. And now this is the important part. There is a notch on one side of the cap, and there's a matching notch on one side of the guard. Those need to be on the same side with each other. And just like that, we have locked and loaded a blade. Yep, notches are good. This knob down here also serves as the adjustment. So it's an adjustable razor, and I can basically loosen this, and it's going to kind of spring back the head to allow it to get some more blade gap. I'm going to start just on, like, let's say setting 2. Never used it before. Here we go. Parker variant open comb. Rex Platinum blade. Wow. That's actually a little aggressive on setting 2. I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna turn it all the way to the bottom setting. I'll tell you what. It's an aggressive razor. I just grabbed this at random. I'm using a very light touch. Just out of curiosity. I'm gonna grab, just out of curiosity, I just wanna make sure. You know, you gotta make sure you're testing your variables. I'm gonna grab a Rex blade. Not that I don't think the blade is at issue here, but just for comparison, I'm gonna grab a Rex blade that we used last time on set. It has exactly 1 shave on it. I haven't some blades, like the first shave can be a little rough. I've never experienced that with the Rex. I just want to double check that I'm experiencing this much aggression from this razor. Yes. Yes, I am. It's an aggressive razor. People say that the Rex razors are blade heavy or blade forward feeling. This is more than that. They do have, now I'm not trying to disparage Parker. I love Parker. We saw lots of them. Howie's a good buddy. They have a regular non-open comb variation of this razor. That may be more in my preference. But as it goes, it doesn't matter how aggressive or mild you make a razor, you can't make everyone happy. I'm sure Howie put out the regular variant and someone said, it's not enough. I turned it all the way up and it still wasn't enough. Let's come over here. So one thing you can do with an aggressive razor, obviously, is if it's adjustable, turn it down. If it's not adjustable, you can play with blade. Try a different blade. And if those don't work, you can really change the angle. So I'm going to really go with the kind of ride the cap mentality of trying to change the blade angle. To get a slightly less aggressive feel. We've been talking about doing an ASMR video. ASMR is like where you hear all the sounds. This would be a good razor for that because it's very loud. How much scrapey sound it has. I have 2 days of growth. I've definitely come in with worse. I've come in with 3 or even 4 days of growth. I don't think that's it. And I'm not trying to disparage Howie. I just am surprised because I usually equate most of the Parker stuff with being pretty middle of the road, pretty, medium to mild, not super aggressive, kind of Goldilocks. I'm gonna call up Howie after this. Be like, dude, that's an aggressive razor. Was that your intention? But we got through it. With no blood to show. Hopefully no irritation when I'm all done either. Woo! Man. It didn't even give me that close of a shave. I'm literally going to bow out to a friend over here and grab this old Edwin Jagger that's just sitting here. And just kind of, we're going to do a little cleanup pass. It was just scrapey feeling. I already can see the comments, guys, that I'm disparaging my competitor and I can't be honest. Okay. This razor is not even in the same category as anything that Rex makes. It's made in India. It's made out of zinc alloy and brass. It's chrome plated. And it sells for a fraction of what our razors sell for. But I gotta be honest. That's why you all watch it. We'll have to bring another Parker in here because I've used like the solo edge. I like that a lot actually. The solo edge he has. Yeah, I mean I literally have an Edwin Jagger just sitting over here with a blade. Whatever we used that last time, like 2 months ago, it's just been sitting here, and that delivered a more comfortable shave. And cleaned up, and closer. It actually cleaned up all of the stubble left behind. Anomaly, but that's why we do this. And as you can see, I don't rehearse these videos. I don't go in with any expectations of what to say. They're literally candid. It's like candid camera, like back in the day. Like I didn't even grab a splash. What should I grab? Oh, my wonderful film person here, Ashley, is going to grab it for me. Thanks, Ashley. Definitely need a little recovery balm like this after that. I feel like I got exfoliated, very much so. Well, if this could be a great razor for a lot of people. I know people that like the Mula R41, which is a super aggressive razor. Maybe that's what he's going after. I know guys that'll take our Ambassador and turn it up to 6, 6.5, or the console on 6 or 6.5. People that like really aggressive razors and they want to feel that blade, and their beard is super heavy and their skin is just like leather, and that's cool. Usually I'm pretty neutral in here because I find almost all the razors can kind of deliver something. But I just feel it's a really aggressive razor. If that's what you're looking for, you got it. You got it in spades. I did enjoy the Mitchell's Wool Fat. It's a nice soap. In fact, if you are someone who has like skin issues or irritation issues or ingrown hairs or dry skin, I would say that the Mitchell's Wool Fat could be a great product for you. It wasn't so hard to lather. You saw me do it. The Aurora Grooming, Peter, thanks again for this brush handle. It's like got like a blue sparkle to it. Pretty cool. We threw a Manchurian Badger knot in it from our replacement knots we have. The Rex Platinum blades. Really happy with that Parasso aftershave balm. Base is feeling good. That's all I got today. Thanks for tuning in. If you've used the Mitchell's Wool Fat, if you can't lather it, if you've heard of Peter at Aurora Grooming, if you've used this Parker, I want to hear your comments below. If you do leave a comment, you're entered in to win one of these, the official Razor Emporium black and blue t-shirt. That's all I got, guys. Good shave, good day. We'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.